Should we do hips? We haven't done hips in a while, yeah? Okay. Okay. All right, sit bone grounded, spine straight. Find slow, smooth, long inhalation. At the end of inhalation, let's hold our breath for 2 or 3 seconds. And exhale. When you exhale, suck your belly in. Let the diaphragm push the lungs up. Squeeze every bit of air out of your lungs. Completely empty out the lungs and hold for 3 seconds before your next inhalation. Let's return to normal breathing. Open your eyes, hands to side. Inhale, arms reach over your head, along your spine, reach as high as you can. Exhale. Inhale, arms up. Exhale. Inhale, arms over your head. Exhale, bend to your right. Inhale, back to the center. Exhale to the left. Inhale, back to the center. Exhale to the right one more time. See if you can go a little bit further this time. Inhale, back to the center. Exhale to the left. Inhale, back to the center. Let's twist to the right. Inhale, back to the center. Exhale, twist to the left. One more time. Twist to the right. Maybe this time gently tug on your knee for a deeper twist. Inhale, back to the center. Exhale to the left. Inhale, back to the center and release. All right, switch your legs if you need to. Excuse me. All right, left ear to left shoulders. Back to the center, right ear to right shoulder. Back to the center. And gaze up to ceiling. And bring it parallel all the way down. And one more time, take your gaze up to ceiling. And down. Let's trace chin to chest, to the left. And all the way down, to the right. One more time. This time, go all the way around, one full circle. And back. And release. All right. Let's reach forward for forearm stretch. Pull on your fingers. And roll your fingers down. And switch arms. And roll your fingers down. And release. Okay. Left arm reaches forward, right arm to the side. Bend your left arm. Bring your right arm under your left arm. Try to bring your palms together. Lift your elbows parallel to the ground. Let's add a twist here. Twist to the left. And back to the center and twist to the right. And back to the center. Release. Right arm forward, left arm to the side. Bend your right arm. Left arm reaches under. Bring your palms together. Lift your elbows parallel to the ground. And twist to the left. Back to the center, twist to the right. And back to the center. Release. Okay, let's get onto all fours. I'll start with some cat-cows. Exhale, cat. Inhale, cow. Your breath, your flow. Make sure your shoulders are directly above your palms. Hips above your knees. And when you exhale, tuck your tailbone in. Drop your head down. Arch your upper back. Roll your spine. Exhale. Tailbone tucks up. Gaze forward. Inhale. Gaze forward. Tailbone tucks up. Let's get those joints lubricated. Get the blood flowing up and down your spine. Come to neutral top and lower our hips down into child's pose. Make room. Your knees are wide enough to make room for your belly. And reach forward. And lift your head up off of the mat. Come on to fingertips. Your head is directly in between your shoulders. Press down on your fingertips. Feel the stretch on your upper back. And walk your fingers to the right corner of the mat. And back to the center. Walk your fingers to the left corner of the mat. Back to the center. Let's go to the right one more time. Maybe this time, lift your left palm, place it over right hand for a little bit of a deeper stretch on the left hips. Spend a couple of breaths here. And back to the center, and go to the other side. Right palm over left hand for a deeper stretch on the right hips. And back to the center. And come on up to tabletop. All right, let's do a thoracic spine twist. Right arm parallel to the ground, feet right through, and bring your right shoulder down to the mat. And back to the center. Let's do the other side. Left arm parallel to the ground, feet right through, bring your left shoulder down to the mat. And back to the tabletop. Let's do that other side again. Right arm parallel, right shoulder down to the mat. And this time, let's bring our left palm over right palm, and left hand reaches to ceiling. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And back to the center. Let's do the other side. Left arm parallel, left shoulder down. Bring your right palm over left palm, and right hand reaches up to ceiling. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And back to the center. Let's rest our hips down to child's pose. Come on up. Let's lift our hips. Bring the hips right above your knees. And reach forward. Move your elbow forward. We're going for puppy pose. So your hips are directly above your knees. Keep your elbow grounded. Your forehead down. And reach forward. Bring your entire body down. All right. Let's bring your hands right next to your chest. Gaze forward. Push yourself up. Come to tabletop. Slide all the way to child's pose. Let's do this a couple of times. Come on up. Tabletop. Slide all the way down. Gaze forward. Shoulders off the mat. Push yourself up to tabletop and slide all the way to child's pose. Back up to tabletop. Slide all the way down. Gaze up, shoulders off the mat. Push yourself up and slide all the way to child's pose. And come on up one more time, all the way down. Let's stay here for a second. Let's bring our arms out. We're going to do a quick shoulder opener. Bring your right arm right next to your chest. Bend your right leg. Roll your right leg. Place it outside of your left knee. And back to the center. Right arm out to T. Left arm right next to your chest. Bend your left leg. Roll over. Place your left leg outside of right knee. And release. Both hands right next to your chest. Push yourself up. Tabletop and slide all the way to child's pose. All right, let's come on up to tabletop. Let's get set up for first down dog. Right leg back, roll forward and back, check in with your heel and your toes. Back to tabletop. Left leg back, roll forward and back, check in with your heels, your toes. And back to tabletop. Spread your fingers out. Each mound on both hands pressed against the mat. Right leg back, left leg back here in plank. Lift your hips up to ceiling for your first down dog. Let's pedal our feet here. Back and forth, trying to bring your heel down on the mat, one leg at a time. Back and forth, back and forth. And come on to tippy toes on both feet. And heels down. Tippy toes. Heels down. Really press onto those palms. Drop your head in between your shoulders towards the mat. Feel the stretch on your upper back. Come to plank. Back to down dog. Come to plank. Back to down dog. Come to plank. Drop your knee down and lower all the way down to the mat. Gaze forward, shoulders up off the mat. Push your shoulder blades together. Let's hover our palms over the mat for cobra. Baby cobra. Plant your hands, push yourself up to tabletop and slide all the way to child's pose. Very good. Let's do a quick twist and then maybe a one-arm plank before we do the pigeon. Okay, your tabletop. Right leg back, left leg back. You're in plank. Lift your hips up to ceiling for your down dog. Right leg up for three-legged dog. And bring your feet forward, plant it right next to your right hand. Let's drop our left knee down. Plant your left hand, right hand to right knee, and reach up, twist. Bend your right arm and bring it behind your back. Open that right shoulder towards the ceiling. Now let's lift, get our left knee off the mat. Right hand back up to ceiling. And roll, plant it back onto the mat. And right leg back to down dog. All right, let's do the other side. Left leg up for three-legged dog. Bring your feet forward. Plant it right next to your left hand. Right knee down. Left hand to left knee. And twist. Open that left shoulder towards the left side of the room. Bend your left hand, reach behind your back. Open the left shoulder. While here, let's lift our right knee off the mat. And left hand back up to ceiling. And roll and place it onto the mat. And left leg back to down dog. Let's cycle through before we do the next cycle. Come to plank, chaturanga. Up dog. Flip your feet to down dog. Very good. Right leg up for three-legged dog. And bring your feet forward. Plant it right next to your right hand. From here, let's plant our left hand down. We're not going to bring our left knee down. And we're going to twist. Bend your right arm, reach behind you, and open that right shoulder towards. Very good. Right arm back up to ceiling, and place it bent to the mat. Right leg back to down dog. And left leg up for three-legged dog. And bring your feet forward. Plant right next to your left hand. Plant your right hand, left hand to left knee, and reach up. Bend your arms, reach behind your back. Open that left shoulder towards the left. And let's reach back up. Place it back onto the mat. Left leg back to down dog. Come up to plank. Lower all the way down. Flip your feet up dog. Knees down to child's pose. Okay. Come on up to tabletop. Flip your feet to down dog. Right leg up for three-legged dog. Bring your feet forward. Plant it right next to your right hand. Okay. And bring your feet back. Let's go back to down dog, sorry. And come to plank. Let's drop our left knee down. Left hand to the middle of the mat. And let's drop our right heel to the back and reach up with the right hand to the ceiling. And back down to the mat. Left knee off the mat. And to down dog. Come back to plank. Drop your right knee this time. Bring your right hand to the middle of the mat. Drop your left heel down and reach up with your left hand to ceiling. And flip back. Right knee off the mat. And to down dog. All right, one more time. Come to plank. Drop your left knee. Bring your left hand to the middle of the mat. And this time, let's straighten our left leg out and stack your right leg on top for a one-arm plank. Roll back. And lift your hips up to down dog. Let's cycle through before we do the other side. Come to plank and chaturanga. Up dog. Flip your feet to down dog. All right. Come to plank. Drop your right knee down. Bring your right hand to the middle of the mat. And roll. Straighten your right leg out. And stack your feet. One arm plank on the other side. And roll. Back to down dog. Come to plank. Lower all the way down. Up dog. Knees down to child's pose. You okay? All right. Come on up to tabletop. Flip your feet to down dog. For pigeon, right leg up for three-legged dog. We're going to bring our right toe right next to left hand and then drop our knee down towards the right hand. And let's stay right here, gaze forward, spine straight. Bring your hands to your legs. Hands down, come onto your elbows. Reach forward and bring your forehead down. Come on up and back to your elbows. your palms. And let's reach forward with our left hand. Bend your left leg, reach behind you, and reach for the toe. And release. Stay up here. Right arm reaches forward, turn it externally, and reach behind you. And add a twist, see if you can reach for your left toe. And release, back to the center. Flip your left foot, left knee off the mat, and right leg back to down dog. Let's do chaturanga before we do the other side. Up dog. Flip your feet to down dog. And left leg up for three-legged dog. For pigeon on the other side. We're going to bring our left toe right next to right hand. Drop your left right next to your left. Bring your hands to legs. Bring your elbows down. Reach forward and bring your forehead onto the mat. And come onto your elbows, your palms, gaze forward. Plant your left hand, right hand reaches forward, turn it externally and reach behind your back. Bend your right leg. And release. And firm with your right hand, left hand reaches forward, turn it externally and reach behind you, and twist. See if you can grab onto the left toe. And release. Back to the center. Right knee off the mat, left leg back, and to down dog. Let's chaturanga, come to plank, lower all the way down. Up dog, knees down to child's pose. Well, no school today. You have to go? This is what, 2 weeks into the job? Yeah. Okay. All right. Let's for some lizards. Come on up. Tabletop. Flip your feet. Down dog. Right leg up for three-legged dog. Bend your knee, open the hip towards the right side of the room. And bring your feet forward, outside of your right hand. Bring your left elbow down, right elbow down. Very good. Back onto your palms. And right leg back to down dog. That's chaturanga. Come to plank. Up dog. Flip your feet to down dog. Lizard on the other side. Left leg up for three-legged dog. Bend your knees, open the hip towards the left side of the room. And bring your feet forward. Plant it outside of your left hand. Right elbow down. Left elbow down. For lizard on the other side. If you need to go on the knife edge of your foot, do so to make room. Very good. Come on up on your palms. Left leg back. Come to plank, chaturanga. Flip your feet back to down dog. Bring your right foot up right next to your right hand. Sorry. Yep. Left foot outside of your left hand. We're sitting malasana. Malasana. Turn your toes out, heels in. Toes out, heels in. Drop your hips down. Toes out, heels in. Until you're all the way down. Resting on your legs. Let's bring our elbows inside of our knees. Hands to heart center. Very good. Let's do our shoulders are warm too. Quick arm balance. Reach forward, lean forward and back. Let's get set up for it. Lean forward and back. Lean forward. Stay here this time. Gaze forward. If you look down, you may fall. Right leg off the mat, left leg off the mat. Here in crow, kakasana. From here, shoot your leg back to plank. Lift your hips up to down dog. That's chaturanga, come to plank, lower all the way down. Up dog, knees down to child's pose. Very good. Come on up to tabletop. Flip your feet to down dog. Let's walk our feet forward. Inhale, come halfway up. Your spine straight, parallel to the ground. Exhale, forward fold. Walk your fingers to the left. And back to the center. Walk your fingers to the right. And back to the center. Inhale. Come all the way up. Let's reach to ceiling. Palms to heart center. Oh boy. Okay. Okay, so the we skipped flying lizard. So the flying pigeon. It's basically your so you're in 4, right? And then you do forward bend. Okay. Actually, I'll do it this way. And then you have to arm balance, right? So you bend your legs. So this leg stays pressed against your elbows. And you lift your leg up. So your back leg comes off the mat and you're balancing. Yep, in 4 basically.
Is it another way to go into that posture?
So arm balance is key, right? So maybe, lift your left knee up, right heel to left knee, and then hop up. So, right. I had it for 2 seconds there. Yeah. Yep. So I don't know if I could do the other side. This is my problem, hips. All right. Okay. Time to wind down. Okay. Bend your right leg. And switch legs. Both legs straight. And let's bring to butterfly because her hips are warm. Let's feed our left hand through your left leg. Right hand through. This is for turtle. Need somebody to push from the back. Talia can do arm balance. Yep. With that, and then she can come up. Yes, yes. Okay. Come on out. Let's bend your knees. Lift your knees off the mat. Reach around, hug it out. And drop your legs. Straighten both legs, roll them in and out. Let's bring our feet mat distance apart for windshield wiper. Hands to T, drop both knees to one side. Take your gaze to the opposite side of your knees. And back to the other side. And swaying our knees back and forth. Next time you're on the right side, let's hold both knees down. Lift your left heel, place it on, right heel, place it on left knee. Release, back to the center. Both knees to the left. Left heel placed on right knee, gently press down. And release. And straighten both legs, roll them in and out. Let's add some abdominal twists. Bend your knees, both knees off the mat. Hands to T and drop both knees to the right side. And then straighten your legs once you hit the ground. Bend your knees, back to the center. And drop both knees to the left. And straighten those legs. Bend your knees, back to the center. Lift your legs up to ceiling. And with control, slowly drop it down. And legs back up. One more time with control. Slowly bring it down. And back up. One more time. Bend your knees, drop your legs. Straighten both legs out. Roll them in and out. And massage your core too. All right, let's get ready for our final relaxation. Scan your body up and down. We did some shoulder stretches, and we did a lot of hip openers and some core. If you notice any area of discomfort, send some extra breath there and be mindful of those areas today when you're out and about. Let's start relaxing each part of your body, starting from the crown of your head. Relax your forehead. Relax your eyelids. Relax your cheeks, your chin. Relax your neck, your shoulders, arms, your hands. Relax your chest, your core, your hips, your thighs, knees, your calves, and your toes. Your entire body is relaxed, just the breath remains. Wake up your hands, your feet. Bend your knees, roll to your right. And with the help of your left hand, push yourself up. Thank you for practicing with me today. Namaste, Alina. Namaste.
For making it in this rainy day.
Yep.